It's finally Friday, and it's weather for Weather Geeks time. Welcome back, everyone. We're going to show you a lot of cool stuff today. Thankfully, we don't have any big storms heading our way anytime real soon, so a chance to breathe and kind of take a little time off this weekend for me. It's welcome change. It's been very busy this winter here in the 21 News Weather Center. All right, the old polar vortex, which was the big buzzword earlier this week. It's up here now, over northern Canada, where it should be. What we're doing here is looking down on the Earth. We're looking at the jet stream configuration here, and to kind of get your bearings, here's the mainland U.S. right here. Youngstown's about right here. And as I put that back in motion, you can see we've got a ridge in the jet stream along the west coast, a trough in the middle of the country, and then a nice little ridge going on here in the east, and that's why it's warming up. We made a run at 40 this afternoon. We'll do even better tomorrow. Feels nice to be above freezing. But this is just kind of a broad view of, look at all the stuff that goes on in the atmosphere. The atmosphere is just amazing to look at from this perspective. These are the wind speeds and configuration up where the airplanes fly. We're talking, 30 to 40,000 feet, 50,000 feet in the air. And these are the currents that drive the weather systems around the world that impact our weather. But certainly the polar vortex is no longer a problem. It's up well to our north right now. All right, we had some snow last night, of course, and this was a little bit of an overachiever. I did, put in the forecast last night on 21 News at 6 and 11, an inch or two in the forecast, which was an upgrade from a coating to an inch, which was our original forecast. And most places did get pretty close to 2 inches out of this. When I drove home from work last night at about 11:30, it was a real snow globe out there, and it was accumulating very, very quickly. And here's the end result. Darker shade of blue here, that's generally the 2-inch contour, covering a lot of the WFMJ viewing area, pretty much all of Mercer County, Trumbull County, Mahoning County, and parts of Lawrence, and especially the northern half of Columbiana County as well. Amounts were a little lower out towards Cleveland, 1.5 inches out there. So this kind of overachieved a little bit as it came north, and provided some real wet, gloppy, kind of hard to shovel type of snow last night, and of course it's melting quickly today. So I'm going to take this information off and show you the overall snowpack across the country right now. It's still very impressive overall. Nothing really typical for January, but as this data reloads, you'll see where the snow is covering the ground across the country. We've got snow on the ground all the way down into Oklahoma, Arkansas, and then there's kind of a nose where it's been a little warmer and the snow has melted in through the Ohio River Valley and points east. Deep snowpack in New England, deep snowpack in the Midwest as well, and of course out west. The Rockies are doing well. One thing for sure, California is extremely dry, and the snowpack is very, very shallow in the Sierra Nevada mountains out here in California, and that does not bode well for the drought situation out there. They need a big, healthy snowpack come spring and summer, when of course they're not going to see any rain. Having a deep snowpack to melt and provide some liquid would help, but this year looks pretty bad out there. I'm afraid it's going to be a tough fire season out in California. All right, so let's head to the current information, and here's what's going on. As I record this at about 2:15 this afternoon, it's just kind of a murky-looking day. A lot of low-hanging clouds, even kind of foggy in some spots. But look at the temperature. It's 38 in Youngstown. We're approaching 40 in many places. But this thick cloud deck extends all throughout the Midwest and into the Northeast. Earlier this morning, they had some real weather problems along the East Coast with snow and a mixed bag from D.C. and Baltimore up towards New York. Our next weather maker, well, it is, as the data reloads here, out here across the Midwest. This is, whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. This is what's going to come our way as we head through the night tonight. Let me put this in motion. And as the radar reloads, this next weather maker is going to be rain and not snow for us. No snow out of this late tonight and into the day tomorrow. Apologize for the slow internet connection here, but here it comes. We got rain pushing through St. Louis into Illinois and eventually Indiana, and this band of moderate rain coming our way for later on tonight. So that's the current information. Let's break it down for you in terms of what the future radar should hold, so you can plan accordingly for your Saturday. I'm going to fast forward to, we'll start at, say, midnight tonight, 1 a.m. Let's start at midnight. Here we are at midnight, future radar. That first moderate band of rain is a miss for us, heading up towards Detroit. But look at the atmosphere kind of reloading off to the south, and this batch along the lower Ohio River is what's coming our way later tonight. So we're probably dry at midnight. Here's 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, Here's when it really begins to get going in earnest across Ohio, with some moderate rain pushing through the region in the pre-dawn hours. Now, as most of us get up and around tomorrow on a Saturday, let's go to 8 a.m., and it's going to be raining. You can plan on rain tomorrow morning as the sun comes up, and it gets light outside all throughout the region. That's going to be the wettest part of the day, though, from about 6 or 7 in the morning up until maybe 10 or 11 in the morning. Here's noontime, and notice that band of rain is pushed away. I think in its wake, there's going to be a lot of clouds around, and there could even be some spotty drizzle all afternoon. But the steady, heavy rain, it's gone by noon. So the better part of the day is tomorrow afternoon, although it's still not going to be great outside. It's going to be damp, kind of gloomy, but the temperatures will be warm. Future radar tomorrow evening shows maybe some real blotchy showers or patches of drizzle around at the end of the day. Could even be some snowflakes trying to mix in at that point as well. So the colder air is going to wrap in. Could be some wet snowflakes here and there late tomorrow evening into tomorrow night. And then here's Sunday morning, downwind of the Great Lakes. There could be some flurries flying around Sunday morning. It's going to be a windy and chillier start to the day. The wind will diminish later on. It looks uneventful Sunday night and into Monday morning. And then Monday late in the day, this is likely to be rain at the worst, a mix of rain and snow, but probably just rain with this next little front pushing through. Got some rain for Monday afternoon, Monday evening. And what we're going to see is we're going to get nickeled and dimed a little bit over the next several days with fast-moving but weak systems. First one brings rain Monday afternoon. The next one probably brings either snow showers or a mix of rain and snow showers. This is Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening. So Monday afternoon's the first one, Tuesday afternoon's the next one. That one goes away. And then in its wake, next Wednesday, there could be some lingering snowflakes around. But there's no barn burners on this weather model. No big storms, no huge cold snaps, no huge warm-ups. Kind of mundane in the weather department over the next week. And as I said at the beginning of this video, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Here's the long-range temperature outlook. This will take us from the end of next week, the 17th, through the 22nd. So a 5-day chunk here. The overall trend is a little cooler than average across the eastern one-third of the country. It's going to be warm, Canada, western Canada anyway, and into the plain states. Hopefully a little of this warmth will translate east eventually, but overall the 7 to 12-day outlook from the end of next week and beyond looks near or a little below average across the Mahoning Valley. All right, I'll be on 21 News tonight at 6 and 11. You can check out my forecast there. Be sure and follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Head over to my weather blog, ericwfmj.com, for all sorts of great stuff, especially if you're into the kind of the geekier scientific side of the weather. So check all that stuff out and have yourself a great weekend.